Hey, so you want to know how to edit like this? My pickaxe is like having an actual seizure over here. Someone get an ambulance. Yes, very, very cool, very flashy, very snazzy. Now, there are obviously certain setbacks that players face that others don't. For an example, Cultures is around 2 ping, Rift is 0 ping, 0 to 2, and BH Not Look obviously is around 0 to 10. So there are certain things obviously that you gotta keep in mind that you're not going to be able to do everything exactly like them, but I certainly have insane tips for you in this video that will drop your ping by somewhere around 20 to 30. Alright, so let's get started. Now, we're gonna first talk about ping, like for 45 seconds, so first, what is actually ping? Well, ping is pretty much the time that it takes for your input or whatever you're doing. Like, let's say you place a build down, that would be called your input in this case. Ping is the amount of time that it takes your input to go to the Epic Games server and then come back to you in your game. So for me, I play from 50 to 65 ping in creative, and I play in pubs 60 to 77 ping. That's usually my average. So I don't have really the best ping that's not extremely competitive. It's not like it's 100 or something, which I know that there are some players that are like that, but it's definitely not on the lower side of the spectrum. So what can you do to lower your ping? Well, first of all, to lower your ping, you could probably decrease some of the unnecessary things. Like for an example, when you load in creative, there's going to be the hub all around you with preloaded islands, and that actually could increase some delay, which is actually why I love the brand new island code feature, where you can directly enter a code into your game and it pretty much loads you into that island without having to go to the hub or anything like that. Now, we're going to do that, but then the next thing that I really want to show you is that some maps, like for an example, BHE 1v1s, it's not a very complex map, but it does have like some things, like it has a large amount of gun spawn, it has barriers, certain traps that like really no one notices, the reset build buttons. There are certain things like that that could really increase your ping by somewhere around 5, which is quite significant actually. And to give you an idea on just how much 60 ping is, if you created a macro to edit and you set the millisecond delay between each edit to 60 milliseconds, that pretty much is 60 ping in a nutshell. Like, you can't edit faster than that. Like, you can try it in creative if you want, just like don't use macros, if you know what I'm saying. So what you can do to fix that is load in a map with just enough to free build that also looks somewhat decent, and you don't even really need to 1v1, which is why I have your back. Paradox on Milk got you again. So I actually created a map for you. The code is going to be on screen right now. And what this is pretty much a all black barriered, which is an all barriered covered in black, which really looks good for effects if you want to make some like montages like Flea or something. And it's also a free build, and there aren't a lot of gun spawns, there aren't certain traps or anything like that. So I created that map for you, which should decrease your ping and input lag by a large margin. So I'm going to go ahead and actually load that map up for you guys. Again, the code is going to be in the pinned comment, in the description, and on screen right now if you skipped through the video, which if you're listening to this you didn't skip, never mind. Anyway, so all this map has, it's pretty much like a barrier, some cool lighting settings to look kind of like an ambient horizon. It has the barrier here, and then it has just a single player spawn and then a ramp so you can see where to start free building. This is very good for warm-ups and things. And you can see how my memory used is only like 1.2 thousand, which is actually significantly low for a creative map. And that's part of the reason why I'm getting 300 frames right now, where I typically would get 90 to 120. I also have 33 ping, and I'm not even started the game. So now that I've shown you my map and everything like that, what I'm just going to show you is how to load in and pretty much just do whatever I said. So you're going to go into creative, obviously, press play, go to island code, enter the code right now, which is going to be right here. And it's going to say X24 Paradox's optimized free build map. And what you can go ahead and do is just launch this. This is meant for a single player, so it's not meant for all your friends and everything like that to jump in with you, unless you want them to spectate. But as you can see, we loaded in much faster than we would on a regular map. And then once this auto starts, I'm actually just going to go ahead and then show you guys what it looks like for the gameplay. Now you can see the details that I incorporated in here is improve your builds and edits with this free build map, which it actually will, because this is really good for montages if you want to like color key or like kind of green screen or blue screen this out. Pretty much you can just have like different overlays or effects going, and it's very cool for montages. Trust me, I've actually used this. But it's pretty much just going to give you better FPS, lower ping, and much lower input lag as well. I usually have 20 milliseconds input lag, but in gameplay I got around 5 to 10, which is much better than what I usually get. Alright, so when you load in, it's going to say obviously my YouTube, but I have 30 ping. Guys, I usually have 60. I have 30 ping. My ping is dropped. I have 29 ping. Okay. So I have 29 ping. I think this is actually the lowest I've ever got on my map, so I'm kind of freaking out myself. But yeah, 29 to 30 ping, and when I'm spinning around I have 300 frames, and I have 9 milliseconds input lag, which is way better than what I usually get. And I'm not even on performance mode. I'm literally... So yeah, it's pretty much just a staircase, and you go up and you can start to free build. Like, I haven't warmed up at all, so I probably should have done that before this video so I don't look like a noob. But as you can see, like, I have much better ping, probably to like 7 or 8 triplets in a row compared to just like 5 or 6, which is what I can usually do at 40 ping. I don't... What was this? Yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this video. It was definitely shorter, but I tried to make it like short and to the point. But if you want the exact ping measurements, then here they are. If you get 100 to 120 ping, this map should give you somewhere around 60 to 80. If you get around 60 to 80 ping, then you'll get 30 to 50. And then if you're like me, where you get 40 to 70, you get around 27 to 47. And then if you get sub 30 ping, it's possible for you to get 5 ping. I had a friend who sub 30 and he said he got 5 in it. I would say roughly for safe measure around 10 to 20. And then anything below 20, you'll get around 5. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to really make my content better. And only like the video if you actually enjoyed it. I want to see what my viewers like specifically and what I should try to make more of. And I will see all of you guys later.